What's up, beauties? My name is Bernsey, and Monday can suck it. It has been quite some time since I have uttered those words in a commentary. Welcome to Hate Mail, a series where I take angry messages that I have received, whether in a comment section on Twitter or in my message inbox. This was a weekly series that I would post every single Monday, and if you'd like me to bring it back full time, hit that like button below and be sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. With that being said, let's get started. And I'm going to read these messages in the tone of voice I think this person would use if they were to say it to me in person. So, first message from Joe Marley. Bro, I remember when you threatened to smash that kid's face in. Absolute beta male. The first part of that message will eventually make an informative and entertaining YouTube story video. Stay tuned for that. The second part of this message, I don't even know how to react. I have never been called an absolute beta male before, not on the internet and not in real life. So I'm unsure what exactly that means, and I'm not sure if I should be deeply offended, or if I need to do some research and find out what lonely part of the internet you came from that came up with that sort of insult, and get you some help, because it sounds like that you are projecting your insecurities onto someone else, and that's just not a healthy way to live, sir. And as I thought some more, I tried to figure out how should someone react if someone unironically calls them a absolute beta male to their face in real life. And this is the solution I came up with. I think you should have the absolute right to not only laugh, but mock this person all the way back to whatever lonely 4chan message board they escaped from. We obviously can't stop it there. We gotta find out where this man came up with this insult and why he might be using it. So I did a little research, and this is what we came up with, because I haven't heard the term like alpha male or beta male in public outside of maybe biology classroom that studies animal behavior. So this is what I found. The term has been used to describe men who are associated with feminism or men who are not assertive, particularly with women. Let's assess that. So if I were to guess, our friend here, Joe Marley, and people like him might use the term absolute beta male to insult someone are intimidated by powerful and or confident women. They also may think in order to obtain a romantic relationship with a female that they find attractive that they have to project some sort of I am a big, strong alpha male in order to impress them. And when they find out that this is not a successful endeavor and most women that are looking for a romantic relationship are not in any way impressed by this nonsense, they then project their insecurities onto me by calling me an absolute beta male. Well, I'm getting married next summer, so I'm not worried about your petty insult. So if I could offer just a little bit of advice for Joe Marley, is that it would be to log off these lonely message boards that you have stumbled across. Make your way to the closest bathroom in your residence and realize that there's not only a toilet in that room, but there is also a little thing I like to call a shower. Wash your body up nice and good, get out, brush your teeth, and then what I want you to do is I want you to leave your house. This might seem like a difficult task, but trust me, sir, it's going to be worth it in the end. What I want you to do is head down to the closest mall. These malls have places where they sell clothing. What I want you to do is walk into several different stores and find yourself some nice clothes that fit you. And then what I want you to do is go outside the mall. Maybe there's one in the mall, I don't know, but a barber shop would be nice. Get yourself a nice haircut. Make yourself look real sharp and put together. The next part is the most important part, and it could actually be the most difficult part for you, and that is finding a social group of friends that you can relate to in your age group. Now, if you're not the most social person and maybe socializing makes you extremely anxious, maybe you want to see a therapist on that. That's not an insult or something to be ashamed of. It can actually be quite healthy. So once you get to the point where you have a social group of friends, congratulations, sir, you're back in reality, where being sexually open and respectful of people, as well as occasionally compromising, is how normal men function in a working society. And that's enough on that subject. Moving on to the next message from Roo FBD, 1.9 million with 10K views. LMAO, bot subs much. Lot to unpack there, but let's get into it. Before we do that, let's have some fun with this fine gentleman who sent in this message today. In the comments section below, let him know how much I paid you to subscribe to this channel, and make him feel bad for coming by and commenting for free. What a dummy. Now obviously I'm just joking and kind of taking his message out of context. What he's saying is that I bought subscribers to boost my subscriber count, and I'm just gonna let you know how absolutely dumb that is, starting with that it's against YouTube terms of service, and I would have got my channel eliminated and terminated quite some time ago. And even if it were allowed, it would not only be the dumbest business move on YouTube, but the dumbest business anywhere, anytime, any place. YouTube works off an algorithm that prioritizes views and watch time. So imagine me going out and buying with real money to boost my subscriber count with fake subscribers who would not count as unique viewers even if I could make these fake subscriptions watch the video somehow. All I would have was a channel that looks like it has a lot of subscribers who just don't watch the videos. So the insult that you're looking for is, wow, dead channel. The logical conclusion to your curiosity was right in front of your face the whole time and you just completely missed it. Sometimes answers are hard and you have to ask difficult questions and really search for the answer, but this one was pretty easy. You could have just taken a quick peek and say, oh wow, the channel was created in January of 2011. You could have clicked most popular videos, scroll through and see, wow, he had millions of views for a number of years there, and wow, he averaged maybe about 10 to 20 million views a month for a while, and then wow, he disappeared for a number of years, and wow, he's uploaded every day for the last week. Looks like he's trying to make a comeback, and wow, this channel's pretty dead right now. Which leads us into our next message we got from our boy Hysteria. Imagine having a channel tank this bad. You still have time to delete this channel, bro. Start over. You have a chance to start over as well, Hysteria. 2004 emo crowd called and they want their haircut back. But I'll also address this question in a more serious way. Imagine, you were very, very successful on YouTube for a few years and then you disappeared off the map for a while and you come back and you post a couple videos and you're obviously going to know you're not going to get the same amount of interaction, views, likes, comments, things like that. But I don't think it's a reason to say, I gotta start over. No one's gonna recognize me. I posted a video and it only got 10 to 30,000 views, and well, let's take a minute and think about that. That's pretty decent and going to be 1,000% better than anyone would do if they just started a brand new channel with nobody knowing that you were there. I could post a thing on Twitter and be like, hey, new channel, and I have to realize that my Twitter's not that active anymore either. So why in the world would I start from scratch when I have people who are willing to watch the newer videos right now and build from there? So let's take an example from the real business world and try to compare it here. Everyone has heard of Little Caesars Pizza. It's the $5 hot and ready pizza. You go in and it's just ready for you. $5, you grab it, you take it out. But you may not have known that Little Caesars used to operate like any other pizza joint. Delivery, takeout, things like that. They went bankrupt. And imagine them coming back and saying, let's just start completely over, let's rename it, let's rebrand it, and let's just throw ourselves into every community we can think of and try to compete with Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Domino's. People recognize the Little Caesars brand. Imagine walking into your community one day and being like, Tommy's Pizza? We should probably just go with what we know. What? It's Little Caesars. I remember them. Hey, they do $5 hot and ready. We gotta try this. They're back. We gotta get in there. So when you think about it in a YouTube sense, if I were to create a new channel and call it like Minnesota John, my actual name, and I started posting videos out there and maybe you come across it somehow, like, who's Minnesota John? I have no reason to click on this video, but you might see a Minnesota Burns video and be like, wow, I used to watch him. He's back now? I gotta click on this. Or maybe you never watched me before in the past and you're like, hey, I recognize that name. Oh, it's got like 10,000 views, I better check it out. See, that makes a lot more sense than creating a brand new channel. And on to our next message from It's Jack. And I don't think that this is directed at me. I think it's more directed at the dating app that I had mentioned in a previous video on how I met my future wife. It says, I hate Bumble. Like, legit girls were so annoying on that app. Yeah, they'd have to message first, but the majority of the time, they'd message saying, so are you going to say something to woo me? He then uses some colorful language to insult the women that he has come across on this app, and all I have to say to you, Mr. Jack, is that you've got to be more positive in the dating world. Not everyone you come across is going to be the most interesting person in the world, and not everyone you come across is going to like you. And that's just a fact, and you might not like that fact, but that's the funny thing about facts is they don't care if you like them or not. They are true anyway. So I'll just give a little more personal experience of my time before I met my future wife. I went on several different dates, and there were times when I didn't think that person was interesting, and there were times when they didn't think I was interesting. There was times when I liked them and they didn't like me back, and I didn't get a text back for a second date, and that's just the way it goes, man. Here's what I think you need to keep in mind when dating. Do you want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you? What I mean by that is that you might find a certain person, very interesting, very fun to be around, you're attracted to them, you want to be with them, and they don't feel the same way. It's not worth your time, man. You don't want to be with someone like that. You want to be with someone who loves you as much as you love them. So if you come across someone that says, hey, are you going to woo me? I'm waiting. Not worth your time. On match, on to the next one, friend. And we'll finish up this week's hate mail with what I like to call the incomprehensible, incoherent message of the week. And it comes from Deano Running Rampage 25. I am going to do my best to read this, and I can't guarantee I'm going to get through it without laughing. I'm also going to have to read it slowly because it's difficult. You actually are pretty washed up, man. You used to be popular once upon a time. I used to watch you all the time. So heaps of other people, but these days it's much different. I think you've lost your mind. Used to be better, back down. Then you are now, all you are now is what they call a disease that only cares about money. You turned into what everyone hates. What in the Sam hell are you trying to say, friend?